Alright guys, so in this video we are going to be, I can't believe we're going to be doing our May TBR. That's insane that we're already almost like 5 months in to 2026, but I do have, I'm going to pick, I believe, 10 books total for this month. Not guaranteeing that I'm going to get through all 10 books this month, but I just like to have a nice, like, wide or choice of TBR to read from. I do have 4, like, priority books kind of sitting over here, and I'll just go through those real quick, and then we will start the rest of picking the TBR for the month of May. So the first one I have is I Will Mend You by Gigi Stix. It is the second book in the duology. I forget what this duology is called. But I loved the first one, so I can't wait to find out what happens to Amethyst and Zero in the second book. I'm really just excited for this one, so yay. Hopefully we will end up getting to it. I am kind of determined to get to it because these are like my 4, I guess you'd call, priority books for the month. The next one is Rejected by Jamin Eve, I believe is how you say that, and then it's part of the Shadow Beast Shifters series. And look at that edge, guys. That is just absolutely gorgeous. But I'm excited for this one. I've never read like a rejected mate romance, so I'm really excited to get to this one. That cover is amazing. It sounds great. I just randomly found it at Target and I couldn't like put it back down. Like, I grabbed it and I just, for some reason, I could not put it back down. So I'm really excited to get to this one. Up next we have the Zodiac Academy, the first book, The Awakening. I tried to hold off for as long as possible on these because I wanted to wait for like it to be finished before I cracked into this extremely long series, but I just couldn't wait any longer. So this is going on to the May TBR, and I'm super excited for it. And then the next book I got in my April book of the month, it's The Book Witch by Megan Shaper. It just sounds like a super cute magical realism. They hop between books. That's how their magic is like, or their magic system works, is it's like fueled by books. So I'm really excited to get to this one too. So those are like the top 4 priority books for me this month. Usually I can get through about like 6 to 8 books in a month, but those are like definitely top 4 priority. But like I said, we're gonna do a 10 book TBR, so let's see here. I think what I'm gonna do first, because I have like multiple different things, is I'm going to do the TBR Wookie with a Cookie prompt jar here. First, so we'll draw 2 little prompts from here. I love my Wookie with a Cookie jar. And we'll pick off of my main like TBR cart for this one and not off of the bookshelves back here. So let's see, what are we gonna get? There's like so many. There's like 3 stuck in that one. Alright, so the first one is right there, and it says a book that was made into a movie. A book that was made into a movie. Well, can't go with anything on last month's TBR, which sucks because there's a couple still remaining that could have very well worked for that prompt. But let's see here. A book that was made into a movie. there's some that are going to be made into movies, but I can't remember what ones. So we're actually going to go with a recent purchase here, and we are going to add The Housemaid by Frida McFadden to the May TBR for the prompt, a book that was made into a movie. I know I'm a little late hopping on this train. I just really, really, really hope that it ends up living up to the hype. I've heard so many good things about this book, so it kind of has intimidated me a little bit, but I hope that it ends up living up to the hype. So we are adding officially The Housemaid by Frida McFadden to the May TBR. Let's go ahead and draw one more Wookie with a Cookie prompt. Let's see. Okay, so we got, what does this one say? Focus up. And it says a book that starts with your middle initial. So a book that starts with L. I think I can pull that off from this TBR cart thing here. My little rug got stuck under it, so oops. A book that starts with L. Of course, can't pick none of those because they were on last month. So they kind of go back into normal rotation. A book that starts with L. Okay. We are going to go with Loathe at First Sight by Stephanie Renee. This is part of the Lawson series. It's it says, never in my wildest dreams did I think I would have to give up my amazing life and move back to Lily Leaf Falls. But sometimes when life gives you lemons, you just have to throw it all away and start over because what's lemonade without the sugar? Now I'm here and constantly at odds with the new mechanic in town who seems to hate me for some unknown reason. Everyone around here seems to love Jack though, and I am public enemy number one. They all want to know what happened to incur my fall from grace, but it's none of their business. I like my secrets, and apparently Jack has some of his own. It's the one thing that we could actually bond over. That is, if we can stop hating each other long enough. So it sounds super, super cute. Like, I love the fact that it's like a mechanic, like love, hate, or enemies to lovers type situation. So I can't wait to get to that one. That's super cute. And that was for the prompt, a book that starts with your middle initial. Oh, and I forgot that this book is also signed because it was from my reveal book box, I think for February. But that is super cute. And I'm really excited to get to Loathe at First Sight, guys. It's been on my want to read list for a while, and I feel like I should read it in spring, and it's almost the end of spring, so excited for that one. Okay. Whew. So next, we're going to do 2 books from my Read It or Unhaul It blind TBR, and those are 1 through 28, and if you can see, they are, let's see if I can pan over that way. They are over there, sitting on that shelf. So we're going to draw 2 random numbers from this wheel here and see what we get. And the books that are in the blind TBR are like the Read It or Unhaul It books. They've been sitting on my shelves for forever. So we're going to do 2 of these as well. Let's see. What one are we going to get? Number 5. Alright, let's see. Number 5 is this one here. So let's crack into it and see. And I honestly forgot what all books I put. Okay, I know what one this is. Oh, it's nonfiction. Oh, okay. I can do it. I promised myself that I would do this. I've read a little bit of this book already. It's Disney Adults by A.J. Wolf. It's exploring and falling in love with a magical subculture, and I absolutely love Disney. But nonfiction is so hard for me to get through. So, my goodness, guys. Okay. We can do it this month. We can do the Disney Adult nonfiction book this month. Okay. Yay. So that was number 5. We're gonna go ahead and spin again. I guess number 5 in the blind TBR. So we're gonna spin again, and see what we get this time. Ooh, number 28. Okay. Let's see here. Number 28. Thank goodness. It is a smaller, paperback. So let's see what we are going to get in this one. I really have no clue what these could be. Oh, okay. I know this book. We have Girl Child by Talipa Hassam. This one, it's a contemporary style book, I believe. It's about a girl who is growing up in a trailer park, and her mom is a bartender at this truck stop bar, and it just sounds like it's going to be a good but sad read, and so hopefully I'm able to get to it this month, and if not, then I'm going to end up unhauling it so that I can make room on my shelves for other books that I'm more interested in reading. But I'm excited to kind of go into this one blind. I feel like it's going to be a good, happy, sad book. So there is that one, guys. And then for the next wheel that we are going to do here, let's see, gotta fix this here real quick, is going to be my 2 books. So I did a 26 in 2026 TBR as well, and so we're going to pick 2 books from my 26 and 2026 wheel. So we're gonna go ahead and spin the first one here and see what we get. So we got Butcher and Blackbird, which I'm really, really excited for. Again, it's gonna be a very, like, dark romance heavy month, apparently. So this is the book of the month edition of Butcher and Blackbird, by Brynne Weaver. I love the cover. It looks like it's gonna be a good, like, dark romantic comedy type book. So I'm very, very, very excited for this one. And then let's go ahead and spin, or do our last spin for the May TBR, guys. Let's see, what are we gonna get here? What does that say? The Island of Lost Girls. Okay, we got a thriller. Yay, I love this. We have The Island of Lost Girls by Alex Marwood. This one, it says, in 1985, two 12-year-old Mercedes La Castanella is home. And, oh God. Okay, we're gonna start that over. 1985. Two 12-year-old Mercedes La Castanella is home. An island with deep-rooted traditions untouched by modern world, but this secluded paradise is upended with the arrival of multimillionaire Matthew Mead and his pampered young daughter Tatiana. While the Meads lavishly spread unimaginable wealth around La Castanella, the price Mercedes and the rest of the islanders will pay is more than they could ever have imagined. 2016. Robin has been desperately searching for her 17-year-old daughter Gemma, who's been missing for more than a year. Finding herself on La Castanella an island playground for the international jet set, Robin quickly realizes she's out of her depth. No one is willing to help, and Robin fears she's running out of time to find her child. But someone has been watching, silently waiting for the moment to expose the dark truth of what really happens on the island of Lost Girls. So, I'm very, very, very excited for this one. Happy to have it on the May TBR. So we have the Island of Lost Girls, for one of the 26 and 2026 books. And same with Butcher and Blackbird is another 26 and 2026. And then we have Girl Child by Talifa Hassam, which is one of the two that I picked in the blind read it or unhaul it TBR. So hopefully I get to this one, and if not, hopefully it'll end up in the hands of somebody else that is more interested in reading it than I apparently am. So I'm excited to get to that one. And then we have the nonfiction challenge of the month, which is the Disney Adults by AJ Wolf. I will get through it this time. I promise. I swear, for goodness, I will get through it. Because I do love Disney. I have Disney tattoos everywhere. Like, I love it. I just need to get through it. And then up next we have Loathe at First Sight, which was a prompt from the Wookiee with a Cookie Jar, which was a book that starts with your middle initial. So very, very excited to get to this one. It sounds like it's going to be a good enemies to lovers, like mechanic trope type book. So I'm excited for that one. Because little known fact, my fiance is like mechanic, or he was, and now he just works on cars for fun. But I'm excited to get to that one. And then up next we have The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, and this one is for the prompt, a book that was made into a movie. And so I am excited to get to this one. I just really hope it lives up to the hype. And I know it's hard to do that with books, but I really, really hope that it lives up to the hype, so that I can watch the movie, because I keep seeing it all over my Amazon Prime. And then the next one that I'm like honestly probably the most excited for this month is The Book Witch by Meg Schaefer. It's probably going to be the first book that I end up reading in May. I'm just really, really excited for this one. It sounds so cute. And then up next we have the Zodiac Academy, The Awakening, which I'm very, very excited for. And we also have, Rejected by Jamin Eve, I believe. And that cover is gorgeous. The edges are gorgeous. Really, really excited for that one. And then we have going to be finishing a series. This is I Will Mend You by Gigi Sticks. The first one is I Will Break You. I can't wait to see what happens to Amethyst and Zero in this book. I cannot wait. Really, really cannot wait. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And if you stuck around for this long, leave a little book stack emoji down in the comments. And I hope that you guys like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and everybody has a good day.